recording, so whenever you want to start.
What is up, y'all? We are back for the recap of the Amazing Race Season 35, Episode 1. I am Lewis. This is my beautiful wife, Michelle. Say hi, baby.
Hello there. We're a little late, but we're getting it done.
Yeah, guys, you gotta understand, everybody, you guys know how it is. Like, full-time jobs. Mike over here has 14 million kids.
Different schedules.
Yeah.
Fighter schedule.
Yeah, different schedules, so it's hard for us to get together. But once again, we're doing it because we love it. My producer, Mike. Mike, say hello.
What's up?
That's my brother-in-law, her brother. So let's get this party started, guys. And we're here now. I'm gonna go ahead and steer the ship because we take really long with our podcast.
This is true.
So let's try to make this faster. Let's try to make this quick.
Quick announcement.
Okay,
it's
go
National Vodka Day, so
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Vodka.
Boom. And shout out to the company that Michelle is making content for now. My
Oh,
beautiful
really?
wife. She's a photographer. Yes, ever since she left dancing for Pitbull, but she's right back with Pitbull. So follow Voli Vodka.
Hey, I'm gonna do that right now.
Instagram
Give me a
and
second.
all your
Let me see.
socials. Yes,
And
go ahead.
Get
Okay.
a limited edition Pitbull bottle.
Yes,
Buy
Voli
it.
Vodka, made in Miami. All right, great vodka, and she's the one making all the content on their social media. That's what she's doing. She does a lot of photography with all types of events, all types of holidays. It's
Stop. You could keep
my wife is
going.
awesome. All right.
Is this you? Is this?
Let's
Did you
go
take
on
this
with it.
picture? Did you take this picture?
Which one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Good stuff, Michelle.
So, Mike, you were in New York, and you actually were there for the premiere.
I was, yeah.
And they had a premiere party for season 35. You met some of the cast members. Talk to me about it.
I did. So I actually met Joe and Ian. I met John and Greg, and I didn't meet, but I saw them from afar, Morgan and Lena. And
Okay.
yeah, all of them were the coolest people that you could ever meet. They're so amazing. And I felt really bad because the first person that I met was actually John. And he came up to me. He's like, I just saw your podcast yesterday. And I'm like, John.
I'm
And then
sorry.
we had like a
I think
five.
I'm the only one that really liked them.
Yeah, we had like a 5-minute conversation there, and I was just like, John, I'm so sorry. We're vibing so much right now, and I just wish I knew you a little bit more, and it would have been. I would have put you towards the top. I would have put you towards the top, man, because you're so cool. He was really such an
here's
awesome
the
guy.
thing. Yeah, we gotta keep saying this because we're still getting to know people. It's just been the first episode. We're about these people even more, but it was just a quick clip, which what happened to us. A lot of people weren't rooting for us, or didn't know anything about us because it's a quick clip of everybody. So
But at the end of the day, everybody's cool. Everybody understands that.
Yeah.
We're here
100%.
just to have fun with and just provide content and just put our show
Yes.
more out. Right.
100%.
So, we have vodka. We have our Voli. We have.
Oh wait, can I say a cool thing?
What do you wanna say?
I forgot who I spoke to, John or Greg. But he said he saw one of our videos. And
That was
that's why he
John.
auditioned.
Yeah,
And
that was John.
Yes, and oh my god, that made
So
my heart
we're
so
responsible
happy.
for 2 teams.
It made my heart so happy, and
Yes.
yeah. So let's keep going.
All right. So, episode 1, 13 teams, no non-elimination legs, 90-minute episodes, regular air travel returns with an express pass up for grabs, mandatory U-turn votes, and it says here the Amazing Race is moving faster and crazier than ever. What do we think about this U-turn vote, Michelle?
U-turn vote. I wanted it during my season. I feel like it brings out a lot of the competitiveness in everybody. And the only thing that I'm wondering how it's gonna work is you don't vote in front of each other, right? The last time we saw it, everybody
They did
kind
vote in front of each other. 31.
Yeah, they did. But are they going to be voting in front of
That's
each other,
something
or
we
is
don't
it a
know.
secret vote?
That's something we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
From what I
right.
heard, the Amazing Race, I think Australia, has done this before, and they vote in the beginning,
Okay.
kind of like they did in season 31, in front of everybody. They do a vote, and then that team or those two teams have to do both detours pretty much. Which I think is really cool. It makes more for it. There's more content for team versus team drama, and that's something that's missing from this show compared to other shows. What do you think about it, Mike?
I actually like it a lot. I think one of the things, and this is actually what we were talking about over there in the party in Brooklyn when I was over there, is that when, not to say that your show was bad or it's different, it's just not the same Amazing Race, right? It's like
Absolutely
having that element of teams really trying to compete. It's difficult when you didn't have things like the U-turn, or when you didn't have airport drama, or when you didn't have like you guys being clumped up together because of XYZ, right? So it's like, I really like it because it forces a team to say, you're my biggest competition right now. I need you to go back and figure it out. And if you're good, then you're going to catch up anyway, right? Or you're not, or you're going to get kicked out. And that was my goal, And so what I really hope is that they don't come up to a U-turn and then they say, I decide not to U-turn, and then they keep going. Like, that to me is like, come on. You guys
boring.
Step it up. Yeah, boring. Come on.
But it's smart strategy. You have to do that, right? It's you as a racer, you go with what rule provide, right? It's smart. It's boring, but you got to do it. Right.
Yeah, and I think it gives an opportunity for the people in the back to actually bring down the high people down, and
yes.
And then if that doesn't happen, it's pretty badass to see a badass team do two competitions and still make it out, which is like, it just proves you're like a badass.
That'd be great if there's at least 2 U-turn votes, and both times that same strong team gets U-turn twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like what's happening in the challenge. Like in the challenge right now, if you're watching it, like Chris is getting picked on and he's going in to elimination every single time.
For sure.
Yeah,
he's proving himself. I'd love to see a team bounce back. Moving on.
Wait,
no, we're moving on. We're wasting too much time. That's at the end of the episode.
Okay,
That's at the
We're
end of
moving
the
on.
At the beginning.
No, we're talking about.
No, we got to recap, and then once we get to the finale, we can.
No.
Route markers. All right, begin the Hollywood sign in Los Angeles, California. Teams must choose a marked car parked along North Beach Wood Drive and drive themselves to Millennium.
I've got a quick question for you, Louis and Michelle. So they started at the Hollywood sign, and then their cars were actually pretty far down because they got to go to the street. So I don't know if you've ever been to the Hollywood sign and you've seen the hill and the street. It's like
miles down.
It's far, right? So my question to you is, did they say go and they all ran down miles? Do you think so? Or do you think it was like go and then it was like, okay, production, let's get them down in the golf cart and
Yes, that's exactly what happened, because you could tell at the Hollywood sign when they said go, they were just running like kind of like chill, nonchalantly into their bags. And then I feel like that was a cut, and then afterwards they said go when they're already down the hill. I told Michelle that.
Yeah. So
when I saw it.
One of the things on the race is the only thing they can really re-record over and over is the go. So you will see Phil do his little eyebrow thing and put down his hand like 5 times, because we do the close-ups, we do the wide shots, we do the drone shots.
Moving on.
You're gonna be so annoying.
Hey, we have to move.
You're not allowed to host anymore.
We have to move.
Go.
All right. So Joe.
Next.
All right. They're going to the what is it called? Millennium Biltmore Hotel, right? And right away we see Joe and Ian. All right. Joe's in the back seat. He's saying, all right, the airport. Wait, is it the airport?
No.
No, sorry. But he's talking about, all right, we have to go to the left. And Ian's like, I can't use those words. You just say west or east. And they're already fighting, all right? So what do we think about this dynamic in this team, Mike? Because I think they're perfect for each other. Because even though Ian is more alpha and more intense, Joe is relaxing, Joe is chill, and he takes whatever Ian gives him. And I think they're a great team. What do you think, Mike?
What do you think, Michelle, first?
I actually thought that Lewis was going to be a little bit more like Joe, like on being aggressive, the way he speaks. And the difference was if you would have spoken to me like that, okay, that's it. I'm
Moving on. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
okay.
Go finish.
No,
I'm
this
kidding.
is annoying.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I don't even know. Go, Mike. Say
It was good
Okay.
timing.
All right. It was
Okay.
perfect timing. It was
That was a
perfect.
joke.
I'm gonna go, right?
My
All right.
idea is gone.
So at the bar, I met both Joe and I met Ian, and
Okay.
I'll give you the rundown. Ian and Joe, I think, are absolutely perfect for each other. And I think it was a little exaggerated because the race is so stressful, right? Like in person, you can definitely tell that they're kind of opposites and the opposites attract kind of thing. Like you can kind of see it, right? Joe is very chill and Ian is definitely more like I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean he's maybe in like a type A kind of thing, right? Where he's more like he's kind of like knows what he wants and his direction and all that kind of stuff. And Joe's definitely the more like supportive in that sense. So I do think though that it was a little bit exaggerated because the race is so stressful, and I think you guys can kind of attest to how stressful it is. But I don't think you guys took it to that level, right? So what do you think? What do you guys think? Why was it different for you guys and it's different for Joe and Ian?
Well, when Lewis is very aggressive with me, I shut down. And just like how I was about to throw my headphones right now because he annoyed me, that's how I react. So on the race, we prepared ourselves that he couldn't act that way towards me
Yeah.
because usually he is more aggressive with me. Moving on.
And you guys prepped really well. All right, moving on.
All right. So you see all the teams along this street getting directions, all right? And they all go to the same guy. This guy's
That's
walking
right.
a dog,
That's right.
and they all approach him. And of course,
Release,
everybody
sign the
rides
release.
out. And Alexandra and Sheridan are the last team to leave.
Yeah,
Is this foreshadowing?
yeah.
Yes, it is.
So
Yes.
they actually reminded me of Asta and Nina with the whole,
Yeah.
they were asking for directions. It was slow and steady wins the race. And it just, the little music that Amazing Race plays is incredible.
It's perfect.
At that point.
Yeah, so we're seeing a little foreshadowing here with them, and they have some funny music in the background while everybody's gone, and they even say, "Hey, we're the last team here." Oh crap! All right, so Greg and John and Joe and Ian are the first to arrive to the
Yep.
Biltmore Hotel, right?
Yep.
And my Puerto Rican ladies, Elizabeth and Ileana, are lost right now, and they get to the top of the Biltmore Hotel. Actually, sorry, at the bottom, where this is a roadblock, and it says, "Who wants to be above it all?" So for me and Michelle, Michelle wanted me to do the first roadblock no matter what, because a little bit of nerves for her, and I'm down, I'm ready. Okay, but you hear this: who wants to be above it all? What do you think it is?
Well, I mean, you're going up, you're going above. You've got to do something, at the top of the building. So most likely anybody
Yes,
who's going to
right.
do the physical or kind of scary thing.
Yes, heights. And it says here, the team member assigned to this roadblock must walk across the tightrope, strung between two portions of the hotel's roof, and find a billboard with a word puzzle, which represented their first destination. So, hearing that clue, Mike, I realized something. I read what possibly they had, which represented their first destination. Maybe that would have helped me with this word.
Was that on the clue? Represented the first
Maybe.
destination?
It says it here. This is like the fandom website. So maybe they had that. It goes back once again. Read your clue to give you some more detail. If it didn't say that, that would have been very.
It would have been very
to
hard,
figure
yeah.
out, because I saw it. Yeah, because a producer. I'm not sure if it was Matt or Pat. Maybe Matt. He posted that billboard, and I'm trying to unscrambling it. Me and Michelle were in the car, and we were trying, and of course, James in the comments posted it. I'm like, this son of a like he and in the picture was posted like 5 minutes ago. It says, and he already solved it. And teams were up there for hours. Mike, how?
Yeah, I know.
So Derek and Claire had a conversation with Derek and Claire because they were there. They had to try and solve it before they gave out their clue as well. Like, it was just something that they did before.
Yeah.
And they had trouble with it as well.
Wow.
Fun note:
Yeah.
Derek borrowed Claire's jacket
Oh.
for this episode.
Yes.
Would you borrow your wife's wardrobe, Mike?
So when I went to London, I think it was like 11 years ago, I borrowed her coat once or twice. I needed a coat. It was cold, dude.
Did it look good?
It looked great.
Good on Derek.
It looked great.
You good.
Look great on Derek.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care as long as it looks good, right?
Hell yeah.
So one of the things I liked about this challenge is sometimes they have heights challenge where you just do the heights and people are either like just scared. I like that they involve the puzzle
me too.
after it, just like
Me too.
how we had to do either in the castle or going across in Spain across the little bridge and the tightrope as well. There's a little puzzle, but this one was hard. We were at it for a while and we couldn't figure it out.
I thought it was gonna say race, but there was no R. And I was like, it says face. It says lost in. Maybe lost in. No. So I had lost in as the first two words. I still couldn't figure it out. So it took a while. So Mike, teams are up there. The teams are performing the roadblock, right? Everybody pretty much they're really good. All right. So we have I'm sorry, John and Greg and John.
Greg and John
were the first team.
Yep.
Yes. So you have
Greg
Greg
killed
up there, and Greg killed it.
You should have heard the bar. You should have heard the bar, dude. It was like
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that is so cool. I
it
missed
was
that
so
feeling.
awesome,
Damn.
dude.
Yeah.
It was so good.
People
It
cheer
was
for
so
you.
good.
Yeah, even though you already know the results.
I love
like,
it.
it's so great.
So what we were talking about too, Greg is really tall. He was towering over Derek and Claire.
No, he's not that tall.
He was taller than Derek and Claire. Derek and
On
Claire.
TV, it looked like
Yeah,
you saw.
well,
I have a
like
pic.
that.
I have a picture because I took a picture with him.
Okay.
But I would like.
I mean, they're
like-
tall,
I would
but
like
they're
to
not.
say that
Yeah.
I love people make me what is that when you have an opinion of someone and then they're wrong.
Look, you
I
see?
can't see. Sorry. Oh, okay. I can't see.
Wait, no, because we have different screens on here. Put
Yeah.
it again, Mike.
Okay, look.
Bro, he has a
He's
whole head
so-
above you, dude.
That's not a head, dude.
He's
That's
a
not.
whole-
That's like half a head. Derek is like this tall compared to me. He's like, but
No,
this is
Derek's probably a
this
head
is
too.
like
They're probably
he's only
same height.
like 3 inches taller than me. Most of that is hair, dude.
Moving on.
God.
All right. So, and then
And look, this
you
is
have,
John. John,
Greg. Let me see.
John.
Half a head. All right. So you have Greg. He's out of there. He's first team to the airport. Easy. And then you have Todd going across. Todd is the married couple with Ashley.
Yep.
Right. And he does this whole 1 foot. Look at me. Like he's having a good time. Todd reminds me of me. I like what he's doing here, but this is gonna mess him up for in another part of this episode, right? So we'll talk about that later. All right. So Todd is on 1 foot. Our girl Annalie exploded.
She was a little spider monkey.
She
That's what
went
someone
through that type so quick.
Galloping.
Now you have Alexandra and Sheridan on the bottom of the building. They just got to the roadblock. You do it.
No, you do it.
What do you
No,
want to
you
do?
do it.
I think it's height. So be decisive, people. You're on this race for $1 million. That's something that me and Michelle were very decisive. Like just start moving. Get the
Lewis, what do
momentum
you want to eat tonight? What do you want to eat tonight? What do you want for dinner?
going.
So
We have
that's-
mojo chicken already.
Yeah.
No. I'm
That's-
sorry. I'm not feeling mojo
that's
chicken. How about something else? Can you get something out?
Dude.
relationship is though. He'll make the decision and I'll just go with it. Let's go. You
And-
made it. Let's go.
And that's why I love my wife, because she's cool with what I decide, and it worked for us in the race. All right, so Greg are the first to leave. All right, so when you notice this, Mike, you notice Greg go downstairs, please. I feel like production knows they don't want teams to share answers.
I got
Because
that.
there was an occasion, Will and James season, where they were able to share answers.
That's
and
right.
They feel like the public did not like that, right?
Yeah.
No shade to Will and James or anybody else in that season, because hey, if you're on an alliance, you're gonna work together.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
Now production, I feel like they're blocking that, and they're telling him, they're telling the people, go down these stairs. You cannot.
I think it's needed, right? Like I think let's have this competition be a competition, right? What do you think?
Yes, yes, absolutely. But then you have Todd here, right? And he tells everybody, hey, he's like 6 people deep in his line. He says, hey, I'll tell everybody the answer if you let me go first.
That was not
Now,
a good idea.
That was not a good idea, right? Because if he knows the answer and other people don't,
Everybody's gonna get.
it doesn't
wrong.
matter. You're gonna go
Yeah.
before other people. Did it really matter? He got on the first flight anyways, right?
Well, they did let him go in front.
Yes, and here's the thing. Maybe it's gonna help him when it comes to the U-turn boat. So he wants to make some alliances.
Could be.
So was it a bad idea?
One of the first ones to do it was Victor. He was, which by the way, I'm obsessed with you guys.
Great. Victor and Jocelyn.
I wore a purple shirt because I underestimated you guys, and I did it for you guys.
They're purple?
Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, they're purple.
This is why I wore the shirt.
It's kind of purple.
I'm obsessed with your relationship. I'm obsessed with each of you. And Victor figured it out pretty quick too. And
So
he
quick.
he told I don't
Todd?
Joe wait, the mustache guys and
It was
beard.
Garrett. Oh, sorry, Joel.
Yeah. So he told him the answer. I kind of associated, okay, he told one person, then it's fine, you know? It's not a big deal. But I feel like with Todd, he basically told everyone the answer.
Yeah. Shout out to Rob and Corey.
Yep.
Rob, who's deaf, figured it out really quick.
Yep, and he came up
You
with
know
the
what was
interpreter,
funny
and they were
is-
saying City of Angels.
Yes, and you know what's crazy? Like he was up there, and he was up there, I think, with 3 other teams, and they were like, "Hey guys, let's help each other out." Rob didn't hear them because he can't, and I feel Rob didn't hear that. He figured out the answer by himself, left.
But
So
he's very competitive.
very
I don't
competitive.
think he, even if he wanted, no, he wouldn't have wanted to. He would have known to leave without telling anyone.
Yeah. So, shout out to Rob. He figured out by himself. This is a strong team.
I like them. I like them a lot. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
So, all right, here you have. All right, then once they figure it out, it's City of Angels, right? If that clue said, let me go back. Solve a word puzzle which represented their first destination.
Yep.
City of Angels. Wait, their first destination is Los Angeles or Bangkok. I don't know. That would have been hard either way.
No,
So
they
City
didn't
of
know about
Angels-
Bangkok anyways. I mean, it was City of Angels always.
Yeah. But supposedly Bangkok is also City of Angels.
Oh, I just Los Angeles, right? Angeles is the City of Angels.
Exactly. Yeah, but exactly. All right. So, my notes. All right. Then, once they figure it out, teams must fly to Bangkok, Thailand. Teams may only take 1 of 2 flights. The first flight is China Airlines. It can only accommodate 6 teams.
Yep.
The second flight, scheduled to arrive 85 minutes after the first, is Eva Air and can accommodate 7 teams. So, Mike, you are here in line at the airport. You know the clue only says 6 teams, right? You're 7th, 8th, 9th in line. What do you do there? Do you stay in line or you go to the next one?
No, absolutely not. I go to the next one.
Yes, absolutely.
I think
Because
that's
your goal
I was thinking the same
is
thing.
to get a better seat for the next
Yeah,
flight.
absolutely.
That's your goal. Unless, no, you have to, because they're not on the same flight. Because what they're doing some seasons is, if you guys are on the same flight, to not be assholes during customs and TSA, they have everybody go through passports, and they stay together, and then they say go afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay,
they're
so
still
there
doing
But
isn't
if
that.
even-
it's
It
2
looks-
different flights,
it
I
looks
don't
like they're
think
still
they'll
doing
do that.
They
Because
might-
people are
they-
already racing. They're not going to hold people back.
They might do
I
it
think they
after.
still stop.
Yeah, they might do it after customs, right? Like hold the first 6
Yeah.
after customs, and then go, and then hold the second 7 after customs. I don't know. You guys
Maybe.
might know better.
But-
I don't
but you-
really know.
But if you're not sure and this is your first leg, get that closer seat.
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
next
you
flight.
can get stuck in customs. You chose the wrong line, and you can be delayed for 10, 15, 20 minutes. you know, just because you chose the wrong line. I don't know. That might seem unfair to me, but at the same time, it's also Amazing Race, right? Stuff like that happens all the time.
Exactly. And they fly to Bangkok. Me and Michelle have been to Bangkok before. We love Thailand. Thailand's an amazing country.
I have a little Thailand shot glass.
Yeah,
Nice.
It was we spent 7 days over there. Magical place. Upon arriving, teams must make their way to Wat Paknam Bashoran, where they would find their next clue. Teams
Can you
must
say that?
take
Can you say that one more time? Can you say that one more time?
Wat Paknam Bashoran.
Thank you.
We learned that if you're a male, you say thank you is kakup kap kakup kap
I don't
kapup
remember.
kap, and then females kakuka, or I have those reversed. I
You
forget,
might, yeah.
but it's different. You it's a gender specific.
Anyone from
Thank you.
Thailand, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you.
What are the chances of our 500 viewers?
Well, one
Be
of the
from
people
Thailand.
who did watch our podcast was Victor, and he was speaking in the taxi. It was a language.
What does that have to do with our podcast?
Because he could tell us
What
what
do
it
you mean?
is. He can speak.
Somebody's been watching our podcast.
Victor,
I know, but what does him knowing Laos have to do with watching our podcast?
because you said
He
anyone
can- he
write
can-
in the
he
comments.
can put it in the comments.
and I said
Oh, that's what he
Victor.
means. Sorry. Okay, that's
And I was just saying,
if he watches it.
I was relating
But
it
he- okay.
to it's pretty badass
Got
that
it,
he
got
was
it. And it's
speaking
similar
to a taxi
languages.
driver. Which, by the way, one of the things that we did do for the race was we learned how to say specific things in different languages.
Yeah.
Lewis had some countries, I had some other languages, and it was stuff like
Bathroom.
hotel, bathroom. You do not go to the bathroom.
I got shit.
Oh my God, Michael. Sex foul.
Hey, you gotta go. You gotta go.
You gotta go.
No.
Teams must take.
Wait, let me tell him real quick. Like taxi, hotel,
Mhm.
go faster. And I feel like those little things kind of help because people feel related to you and they'll like listen to you.
Help for us because we drove most of the time.
Yeah, you guys.
Teams
were
must take a
driving
long tail boat and a tuk-tuk to Wat Shutat, where they would find their next clue. In addition, teams are given an opportunity to retrieve the express pass.
All
by
right.
searching for a marked food stall near Wat Paknam Basharan, and each fish a plate of fried insects.
I love this express pass. It was so good.
It was
Yo,
really good.
this is like once again, like this is classic Amazing Race. We're all happy to see this. Damn, like my season is a few knots lower than this. It's my season, I love it. This season is killing it.
Yeah, it's already
All right.
killing it.
Express Pass. It's fried though.
Would you do it?
People
Would you guys
serve
do
this
it?
in the streets. If we're first there,
Hell yeah.
100%.
Oh, really?
And you know
I-
what? Actually,
Oh yeah,
I feel like what are their names? Andrea and Malena?
Morgan and Lena.
No.
Oh,
Andrea
and Andrea Malena.
Malena.
Oh yeah.
They got there second, and they still had the opportunity to go there.
No.
And yes, they did.
Yeah, I know, but
Yes.
it's smart what they did. They left.
I know they left, but if it would have been Lewis and I would have gotten there and I would have been like, "You eat those bugs, and we're finishing them back to these girls."
No way. I wouldn't have done that.
Why?
No way.
Did you see how they
No
were?
way.
They were
You moved
stopping.
to the next
no.
one. Those girls still killed it. Those girls still got to the
they
next
killed
spot
it,
next
but
to them.
they still had enough bugs
No.
for you to compete
No.
against them.
No, we're not
Yes.
eaters. We're not
Yeah.
eaters.
Yes.
I would not have done that.
Well,
I would
I'm
not have
here.
done. I would not have
You're
done
not
that
an eater,
challenge.
Michelle.
I'm gonna need
No, you're not. Dude, you're not an
Okay,
eater.
well, one of the things I want to say is I've always told Lewis this. I freaking love sisters, and I love the way they fight, and it's
No,
hilarious
it's great.
to me.
And these
Oh,
girls,
such good entertainment.
shout out to Morgan and Lena because they absolutely scarf down bugs.
Okay.
It's funny because Lena's there like how does the tarantula eat? Like how does it feel? How many
That's-
bites?
If I
And
would have,
Morgan's like, shut up!
if I would have seen the plate, that tarantula is exactly what have made me not want to do. Like I could have done all the other bugs. I don't do spiders. I don't do spiders, bro.
You just close your eyes.
I don't do spiders. I don't do spiders.
You don't.
You won't. So you would not do the spider at all. That's it.
If
You
I
see the
was
spider on the
first
plate, you're
and
gone?
we went up to the express pass and I looked at the plate and they would have shown me a spider, I would have been like, "Let's go. We're going. Bye. Peace. Peace." Sorry. Like I love you, bro, but There's
I'm
just
the
limits.
Amazing
There's
Race partner
there's
in
No,
the
it's
limits.
list.
fine, Michelle.
There's
But
there's
if
limits.
there's already a team there that's halfway done with their plate, we would not have caught them.
I
We're not eaters. That's not our game. That's not our game.
That's not your game.
So
All right, let's keep going.
all right, moving on. All right, so I think Morgan would have gotten first place.
Oh, so let me
But-
tell you then. Wait. Let me tell you what they said at the bar. So they got up to the bar and people were asking them, "How are the bugs? How are the bugs? How are the bugs?" And Morgan was saying, "They were not that good. They were not that." Obviously, in that situation, they were gonna eat. They were gonna eat whatever, right? So they were gonna eat it. She says the tarantula was kind of gross, but the grasshopper tasted pretty good. Just so you know,
Grasshopper.
the grasshopper was pretty good.
I'm gonna Google grasshoppers in Miami. See, try some.
Well, you know what I think
And a
is
tarantula. Let's have
insane?
Michelle eat it. Scarf down like she's an eater.
Fried. You gotta fry it. You gotta fry it.
Bro, Joey Chestnut over here.
So
You don't even know who Joey Chestnut is.
I don't care. Let's keep going. Moving
He was
on.
on the Amazing Race. How do you not
Moving
know who
on.
Joey Chestnut is?
He's on the podcast with
was on-
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Joey
Joey.
Chestnut is the better of the 4th of July hot dog eater that always
Oh,
wins.
yes. Yeah, we just saw him on TV.
Okay.
So one of the things that's crazy to me, which proves how taxis can make such a big difference on which one you get on, is Morlina finished, and Greg and John had just gotten to the clue box.
Yep.
The
Yep.
moment that they finished, they got there, they went to the bugs, they fought with each other, they kept like trying to
Yep.
eat it, and then went back to the clue box, and that's when Greg and John got there, which is
Yep.
kind of like what gives me anxiety. I've always wanted to the airports and taxis because you could relax
Yep.
a little more. But with the maps, at least you have like total control, and it was either your fault or not, whether
Yeah.
you got there
Yep.
fast.
And they were saying that the taxi that they did find, the guy was zooming. He was like fast as hell. And they were so happy and they were so excited, but they were worried for their life. But they were really fast.
So on the exit interviews, Alexander and Sheridan had a bad taxi. They said this guy was just trying to do TikToks. He's trying to record TikToks and a tuk-tuk. Like, it was bad. Like, they said they got a really, really bad taxi.
That sucks.
Yeah, and it kept taking off the Google Maps off of the directions.
Yeah,
His
the
TikToks.
poor Alexander
That's
and Sheridan.
unfortunate.
But sometimes you get what you attract. Some energy.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Moving on.
moving on. All right. So, and they I believe it's boat the next destination, and teams make their way to Santaram Park, where they must learn. And oh wait, there's choice A. Choice A is swordplay.
Yeah. So
Choice
what
A
would you guys
is
choose?
teams must make their
Swordplay?
way. Yeah, there's swordplay. Team must make their way to Santaram Park, must learn and perform a 30-second krabi krabong routine using a traditional dar sword. Once they performed it, routine, go to the judge's satisfaction. They will give the team the next clue. Choice B, spa day. Teams make their way to Putnam Thai massage, where they must endure a traditional Thai massage for 30 minutes to receive their next clue. In the event that teams are unable to bear the painful part of the massage, they may signal the masseuse to stop. Doing so, however, would mean going back to the line and restarting the massage from the beginning. Only 5 massage stations are available at a time. So, Mike, I see these, right? I heard that it did not say 30-minute massage in... Where's my notes? Does not say 30-minute massage on the clue. That didn't say, according to some the exit interview with Alexander and Sheridan. Anyways, me and Michelle, when we saw the preview clips, we're just like, massage? No. Because from past Amazing Races, the massage is always the one that takes longer. You're there relaxing, but it's just, you're just sitting there, but you're doing nothing, but they take a long time.
Yeah,
compared
and then
to
you're
another
stressed out
task you
too.
can knock out quick, and you're stressed out. And this is a choreo. We've done something harder than this. Michelle, obviously, it's up to me to get this choreo. I've done something way harder than this choreo that they learned. So we definitely would have chosen swordplay. Was it the best choice? I don't think for this episode it wasn't.
No, I
But
don't think
for us,
so.
I think we would have knocked it out quick.
Yeah, I think we would have probably gone down a few places. It wouldn't have kicked us out. but I guess the massage is the right choice to do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love those hard massages. I would have been relaxing.
I saw that, to
Mike?
be honest, when I saw them doing those massages, I was like, I need one of those right now. What's up?
For real. Like, kick my ass. Kick my ass. But
And then we find out Jocelyn gave birth on her bathroom floor.
Oh, that's right. That's
Mike.
right.
As a firefighter paramedic, I've seen it all, except for childbirth. And that is the thing that I'm scared about the most.
Really?
Walking into a room for pregnancy. The lady's 45 weeks pregnant.
They
and I
can't
walk
get to
in and I
45
see
weeks,
a
dude.
head, legs are open, and I see a head crowning, and I have to deliver a baby. I've never done it before.
Are
but
you
that's
prepared?
my
Are you
biggest fear.
prepared though? Do you know what to do theoretically?
Yes, but of course. But it's like learning how to. It's like trying to learn how to swim by reading a book. Are you gonna learn how to swim by reading a book? No, I'm not gonna learn how to deliver a baby by reading a book. So that's very scary. But wow, that's great story by Jocelyn and Victor that she went through that.
Yeah.
And Victor's hilarious. He's like, yeah, calling 911, and they're like, all right, so is she about to deliver? Like, yeah, the baby's already out. I can't push it back in. So it's yeah, it's great.
I've
definitely
I've
obsessed
seen-
with those
They're
two.
so funny.
Yeah, they're
awesome.
great.
And I can't wait to keep seeing them because they have such great personalities and kind souls, and they're actually really good.
I've been through
They've done-
4 births, and they're all different. You know, some of like the first one was hard. Oliver was hard. The second one was okay. Otis was okay. Quinn was chill. Quinn was the best because the look at you going. Not ready. You guys are not ready. Quinn was awesome because the nurses and the OB in the room, they were hilarious. We were all cracking jokes the whole time. Michelle was like legs up, and we were like cracking jokes while she was legs up. It was so funny.
Was she mad or she?
No,
like,
she was
laughing too.
No, we were all laughing. And then the last one was the fastest. Theo was the fastest. So they're all just different. It's funny.
Maybe you should be a paramedic. I'm gonna call you if I get a birth call.
Moving on.
Moving on from childbirth to the race. All right. So at this point, you know, you have a few teams. You have Andrea and Milena over there trying to learn the sword dance. Joey and Ian picked the sword dance as well.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know which one. I think it's Milena. Her eyes in the challenge of trying to learn to dance. The whole time she was like this. You have to look back and see it. And I like what she used. She was saying words to help her learn the choreography. And the moment that they realized that the swords were extra heavy and it didn't feel the same as they were learning, then they switched. I feel like they made a good decision.
No,
there.
yeah, but it was too late. Like
I know.
if
but
you don't practice choreo, if you're not a dancer, then maybe you should have picked this detour. We would have picked it easy, no question. But it's obviously choreography, and it was a very simple choreography, Mike.
Yeah,
it was 30 seconds long, but it's very slow. Step, next, step, next one, step. So it was simple enough for them to learn. You twirl a sword a little bit. I mean, I'm a martial artist too. Like I did taekwondo my whole life, and I did nunchucks and I had swords. So for me,
I think that's why
so
it
easy.
seems a little easier.
Yeah.
But if you've never done this before, like this shouldn't have been your choice. And when it comes to detours, you got to switch quick.
Yep.
And they tried, they stayed there, they learned, they tried it, and that's just too much time on a detour. It's way too much time. So I think they're gonna slip again if they don't
Stop talking about my third team.
No, sorry.
And moving on.
Moving on. All right. You have Todd over there getting massage, and Todd yells, "Stop!"
Yeah.
The masseuse stopped and said, "Get your ass to the back of the line, fool." And he's like, "Damn."
Not
So
the back of the
Todd, yeah, he's go back of the line.
Yeah,
So-
there just was nobody there, so there's no
nobody
line.
there.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
You're
but you
right.
got to start over. Unfortunately, you know, Todd, man, I love Todd's energy. I love
it's
how
great.
he's like have fun and stuff. But this is where he messes up. Where we're talking about beginning of the episode. Oh, look, 1 foot. Awesome. It's funny, but then here he's slipped. He said the word that he shouldn't.
Yep.
Do you think you would have done something like that? You'd have been like,
Maybe.
¡Ay,
Yeah.
coño!
¡Ay, coño! ¡Déjame, coño! ¡Déjame, mi mamá! ¡Mami, ayúdame, mami!
Lewis would have definitely been extra suffering in
Yeah.
the facade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see you being extra.
What I thought was really funny was
Rob's face?
The Oh no, for me it was the sisters. They were like, the bugs are about to come right back.
That's right.
And then, all right. Other than that, that's it. They complete this detour, Mike.
All right, and then
Team must
first
be
place.
away.
First place was Jocelyn
Victor.
and Victor,
Retail love.
which means
Who won? No, wait. No, I said Rob Corey. They're second.
I was going for the married couple.
I was
Todd
Todd and
and
Ashley.
Ashley.
I said Rob and Corey. They
And
got
I-
second. I was close.
and I
So I
said
should take half a shot.
Joe and
You
Ian.
say Mike.
I said Joe and Ian. They got ninth place.
Going in. They were ninth. They were way in the back. You should
So-
take 9 shots. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, second place, we have Rob and Corey. Third, Greg and John. Fourth place, Morgan and Lena. Shout out to them because they would have gone first. But now they have an express pass in their pocket. But people know that they have an express pass.
Yeah, they do.
I'll get back to that in a second. Ashley fifth, Stephen Annalise Cargal. She's not a Cargal anymore. Sixth, Joel and Garrett seventh, Liam and Jeremy eighth. My boys, Liam and Jeremy, they looked way too happy for eighth place, Mike.
Can we
You
talk
know
about
what?
the eyes?
They're great looking guys. They're gonna make it.
I'm like
they're gonna be on the
eyed
challenge.
about their eyes.
They're gonna make. I'm like
They're like silver.
hypnotized about their eyes too. I'm like, they're
Silver
beautiful.
or gray or something.
Dude,
I thought they
they're
were gonna be more like more like
Marcus
the
and Mike.
Marcus and Mike. Yeah, I thought they were gonna be more
Marcus and Mike
broy.
was
Mike
pissed from getting 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
I thought
boys
they
a
were
little
gonna
bit
be very broy,
great.
very
I like
macho, and they were not like that. I was
they're
very
great
surprised.
Guys.
Yeah,
very
100%.
beautiful hearts they got. But
I think they're just more young spirited.
Yeah,
no,
I agree.
great guys, though. Great guys. But you know what? Hey, maybe that's their way of good energy. Maybe they were just for some reason that they thought were last.
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right.
Joe and Ian came in
That's right.
9th. Andrea and Milena 10th. Robin and Chelsea, we didn't see too much of them. They
We did
came in 11th. Elizabeth and Ileana 12th.
But can we
Alexandra and Sheridan
can we
last
talk
place.
about Robin and Chelsea? The story that was told was so beautiful.
And we didn't mention it
And-
for our first podcast.
Huh?
We didn't mention that in our first podcast.
I think
forgot to.
we slightly did, but it's beautiful that she had mentioned that she wanted to come on the show to show people that no matter like what happens in your life, that you could still get through it and you could come out stronger. And like seriously, like I could get emotional towards her because I don't even know how she went through that and got through it, but what a trooper. And to be
100%.
on the race and be with her friend here, I totally give it to her, and to represent in that way. And she lost all that weight, and
She's a fighter.
that's
Oh, she's
Oh
a
my
fighter,
gosh.
100%.
that's
Stop.
amazing and inspiration.
Wow,
for sure.
dude, what she's gone through, she is such a fighter, and it's so admirable what she went through because I've never gone through anything like that before, and
Yeah.
shout out to that team. So they came in 10th place. Mike,
was-
Alexander and Sheridan, was it a shocker they came in last? I don't think so, man.
After seeing them race, I don't think it was that big of a shock. I wanted to see a little more out of them.
Yeah.
And I think had they had a chance to do it again, maybe they would have changed up their strategy or something. But
I don't think so.
I don't know.
just think
I don't
it's
know
how
if you.
they are.
I don't know if you
How
guys
they
saw.
are.
I don't know if you guys saw Survivor, but the person who had left Survivor this past this same episode last Wednesday, it was kind of the same thing where it's like they signed
Like
up
a
for the
super fan?
show.
I heard.
Yeah, they signed up for the show and they think they're ready and they know what Survivor is, and then they go and it's like it's completely different, right? It's not.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard, and she
It's hard,
she
but people don't-
she voluntarily like left the show, right? And so
Wow.
I'm not saying that Alex and Sheridan are did the same. I think they probably expected them to go further, just because of whatever X factor they think they have, right? And sometimes it's just you got to put that extra grit into it.
Yeah, and then on the side of that, they were very undecisive a lot.
Yeah.
Like even in the dance challenge,
Yeah.
they couldn't decide what stick they wanted to grab. They were talking about it for a while. And yes, if you do that one time, okay. If you do that a second time, but that
Right.
sounds like it's inconsistent. And they showed it like 3 or 4 times throughout the show, meaning it probably happened like 6 to 10 more times. You know what I
And
mean? Like, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably did it a lot
30 more times.
You know what I'm saying? Because on the show, they don't show all of that, especially if there's so many teams. So it must have happened a lot more. So all of that adds up. It's like a little bit of time, a little bit of time, a little bit of time. And
All right, Mike. That's our episode 1 recap. Next week, teams go deep.
Wait. Before we keep going, one more thing I want to add. Who is your biggest surprise from the episode? And I'll start. My biggest surprise from all the racers is actually John and Greg. I think they played a brilliant leg, and I completely underestimated them. Not because I met them and I think they're the coolest people ever. Shout out, John. I think you're so cool. But but honestly, like Greg killed the puzzle, and then they did very well going through the episode.
yeah, they did.
I agree with that. But for me, I had a feeling they were going to do really good. I dove into their Instagram pages. They seem really good together, and they're brothers, but like they seem like best friends, and they're well traveled. So I had them very high on my list. For me, it has to be Morgan and Lena.
I agree.
I had nothing there for information for them, sisters. But we don't have that much information on them. And Morgan and Lena, they scarf down. Hardest, 2 of those things for me is words. They even asked me on the challenge. There's a challenge like, "What's your biggest weakness?" Words, unscrambling words. I suck at that shit. And this would have sucked for me. And eating is not I'm not a big eater. I like to eat because I'm a man. But they killed the eating stuff.
I'm a man.
And they would have gotten first, but now they're going in there. I'd rather be 4th place with an express pass rather than 1st place without an express pass.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? 100%?
Agreed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You could skip a whole task.
Yeah.
You're falling behind. You feel like you're in the back of the pack. Rakata. Rakata. Like a Joker in Telefunky.
I guess to continue.
We're going to have to make a whole episode about what Telefunky is, because I know a lot of people don't
The
know.
best card game of all time.
So to continue, I guess my theme of the episode, because I'm obsessed with them, is Jocelyn and Victor. Just so I could say something, it was Morgan and Lena at first, but Jocelyn and Victor, I just saw them like grocery. They own a grocery. I didn't think that they had it in them. They're sweet. I knew that I liked their personalities, but I thought they were just sweet.
I put them
And
in
for
my
them
top
to get
3.
first-
I put them in my top 3, all right? So,
I know,
nailed that.
for them to get first, I love it. And I forgot what Victor told us, but he said something, and I was like, oh my God, he's going home the first episode, and I really hope he's not going home.
Yes, he commented like, I'm scared to watch the first episode. Like
Yes.
on one of he replied back like in my DMs, and I'm like, no. I was like, it's out the first episode. Mother bleeper got first place.
he played the reverse Uno card on you. Reverse Uno.
Yes. Next week, Mike, teams go deeper into Thailand, so we're staying in Thailand next week.
Yep.
We see a team lose their fanny pack, Joe and Garrett. Come on, boy. And a lot of teams get wet next episode, so it's going to be a good episode. All right, final thoughts?
Who's going to be first next episode?
Moving on!
We gotta choose our first place for next week.
I think we should end the podcast there.
No!
We gotta choose our first place, and then you can say moving on again. That was so good. I'm very proud of you.
All right, fine. Mike, first place team, who do you got?
Rob and Chris. 100%.
First place team, who you got?
Robin Corey. I'm very sorry. Rob and Corey. I think they're going to get first
Greg
place.
and John. I'm saying Greg and John. Michelle.
Can I repeat or no?
Hurry!
Robin Corey.
Moving on!